The New York Times reported on January 4, 2018, that the Trump administration recently announced that they would allow new offshore drilling operations in nearly all the coastal waters of the United States. Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke is leading the new change in policy, but is already facing backlash from environmentalists and governors from both parties. Florida Governor Rick Scott, a Republican, raised the issue with Mr. Zinke, who on January 9th announced that Florida's coasts were exempted from this expansion. Florida relies heavily on its natural coasts for tourism as well as fishing. The change in policy is a reversal of the Obama administration's restriction on drilling on 94% of the outer continental shelf. The Ocean Conservation Group, Oceana, has denounced the lifting of these regulations and has written extensively about the harmful effects of offshore drilling. Drilling muds and produced waters are disposed of daily by offshore rigs, as well as toxic chemicals into the ocean. Drilling muds are used for lubrication and drilling operations and are toxic to marine life. Produced water, being the fluid trapped underground and brought up with the oil, contains about 30 to 40 parts per million and accounts for 20% of waste associated with offshore drilling. The indirect effects of increased drilling are the increased production of fossil fuels, leading to increased emissions, which would contribute to global warming and, more catastrophically, the melting of the ice caps. As we learned, this would be disastrous as the majority of the planet's fresh water disappears along with the disruption of the global oceanic conveyor belt.